We are back with another video for you today. I've been watching a lot of desktop bodybuilding, as you can hear. All the YouTube channels have their own little intro. Alright, you guys. That's Nick Strength and Power. Alright, you guys. Same thing with me. Oh, hello everyone. Mark here. Mark McMummel. But anyway, just a quick little, different type of intro. Go subscribe to all those channels, by the way. We have Samson Dauda and Nick Walker. Another clash of the Titans. A fan request, fan voted on. You guys wanted to see this one. 2023? 2023. Prague Pro. Yes. Yeah. Thought it was 2024 for a second. It is a qualifier. Samson Dauda. He got his ticket to the Olympia here. He can stack it onto his top 3 placing ticket as well. He could give those to somebody, you know. Another one at Romania. But we're going to have a look at him versus Nick Walker at the New York Pro. I've already talked too much already. Minute in, here's the front double bicep pose. Gonna give you my opinion on this, as usual. Same old. Never gets old to me, though. These guys, I mean, I've never done this comparison, for instance. I've done thousands, but never this exact one. Samson Dauda, he has a victory over Nick Walker. Did I agree with that victory? Well, I mean, who am I to say? It was close. Different. Apples and oranges. So depending on how you look at this one, the first thing you see is Samson's great structure. Look at that midsection. Look at those lats flaring. Incredible. Different type of conditioning than Nicholas has. Nick is ripped. Ripped to shreds, Mooney. Midsection, aesthetic flow, nowhere near as good as Samson Dauda's, but Nicholas is winning on the arm department. Hands down. Hands down. Could be a situation, too, where his conditioning is better, but I think Samson, he lacks certain, like the ripped type, shredded to the diced, but I think he is very conditioned when you see some close-up footage, video footage, things of that nature. So I think it could be a battle in the front double. I don't know. Maybe give it to Samson on the structure. Maybe give it to Nick on the arms. Front lat spread. No ifs, ands, or buts. Take the arms out of the equation, and it is a Samson Dauda shot all day. Oh, and speaking of other channels, Louis Marco. Maybe the guy that started it all day and daily, he'd say. Day and daily. He was a poster boy for his own sayings. Classic. But yes, absolutely supreme victory for Samson Dauda in this shot. Turn to the side. And it really seems like after the first 3 shots, Nick Walker is in a steep uphill battle. I mean, he's battling. Nick is very strong from the side. Arms, things of that nature. Improved on that hanging hamstring as well. So he is defeating Samson on certain aspects. Calves from the side, Samson's not too bad in that aspect. Midsections are both for great. But Samson, he's got a bigger manly chest. Isn't it? Nick's chest is bigger too. I get talking about other YouTube channels and then I feel bad I don't mention the other ones. There's all kinds, guys. Hello, Superset Maniacs. Welcome back to my channel. EP09, Saunch Bodybuilding, whole bunch of them. EP, you know, we live close to each other. Me and EP09. So he's a homeboy. He's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Geographic location of these bodybuilders. Hey, Superset's from Romania. I guess he's my homeboy too. Superset Maniacs. They're all good. But yes, I would, honestly, guys, I would go for Samson Dauda. He looks very dry and conditioned. Also, worth to mention, in those quads from the side. Side tricep, worth to mention, as I always do. Nick Walker, this is a bad angle for him. I think he is pointing towards a different cameraman, is what I think, I suspect. Although he does look great. Samson, look at the size of his chest. That is a huge. Nick's is big too. But Samson, holy old Toledo. My soul. And their what did I say back there? Their midsections are for great? Is that what I said? Sometimes I make myself laugh. My own entertainment. Both for great. What does that even mean? What does it even do? Doesn't do or mean anything. Samson Dauda, he is great from the side here. Unbelievable. So Nick Walker, I can kind of see why. He could lose to a guy like Samson. Because your first 4 shots, Samson Dauda is rumbling. Aside from the side, well, Nick's, he's battling from both sides and in the front double, but I mean, a lot of you guys would give Samson an edge in every one of those shots, and no doubt, 99.9%, everybody but Nick Walker's mom, well, probably even her too, she looks like a pretty smart lady, but yes, I think everybody would give the front lat spread to Samson. So Nick, this is catch-up time, and catch-up, he looks like he is doing. Beginning with the rear the rear lat spread. Sorry, I want to jump ahead of myself with the both arms, Louis. You'll never get this chance again. That always bothered me, because he had all kinds of chances. He could have went back in 1980, Matty Ferrigno. Could have won the Olympia title the following year, Matty. Maybe he meant that someday he will die, and he won't be able to compete anymore. Oh, come on, take a joke. I'm gonna die too someday. Take the old dirt nap, huh? Close the old eyes for the last time? Come on. It's funny. But yes, Nick Walker, cleaning up. The back is bigger. Look at it. Come on, guys. The back is bigger. Neither one of them the most perfectly symmetrical backs. But hey, neither is Dorian Yates. Neither was Ronnie Coleman. Who was? Phil Heath. Derek, too. Lower half, I mean, hamstrings. Samson, he rocks the Casbah as far as that's concerned. But Nick, he's like a little bit better. Glutes till Tuesday, Monsoon. Gorilla, Gino. Jesse called Gorilla Monsoon Gino because that was his name. Gino. Pretty sure. Gino Morella, I think. Tony Morella's dad. Yeah. Now here's the rear double, both arms, Louis. And it's the same situation here. The back double Samson has improved on. I would suggest the lat insertions used to be the weaker of his two. And now I think it might even actually be the better of his 2 shots. But you cut the back out of the equation, you throw them on, you slab them down on a table. Nick's is bigger, on a shorter frame. His arms are better, on a smaller structure. Lower half looks like a Kentucky Derby champion. Both of them are Clydesdales. Neither one of them are geldings, for sure. But anyway. Go to the abs and thigh. Nick Walker, credit to his pale face. He's the pale-faced assassin. Is he winning the abs and thigh? This could be a toss-up. And Nick, at this point, he needs every shot he can get. Of course, you could argue that he's able to give one up because the front double, he could win the front double. He could lose the abs and thigh. Could kind of be a toss-up. And when it comes to that, guys, I would suggest if there's 2 poses very close between the 2, you don't just give one guy both. You kind of give one each, don't you? Isn't that the polite Canadian and American and worldly? That's what I should say. That's the worldly thing to do. Hands across the globe. Build a little bridge right across the equator. Oh no, it's hot down there. Here's the most muscular. What am I going on in some nature for? Doesn't matter. Nick Walker, ripped to shreds. Mooney, Monsoon, Gino, whatever you want to call it, divot head. That's what he used to call Mean Gene Oakland, divot head. But neither one of these two a divot head. You guys notice that Nick Walker, he kind of looks like Corey Haim, the famed actor, Corey Haim. No? You guys don't see that? No, I do. I think he is winning on the most muscular, just barely. midsection looks a little bit more ripped than Samson's. Samson comes in full as a house, guys. He needs to get that formula. I think he can perfect that formula. Maybe Milos wasn't what he needed for his physique. Every physique's different. The last thing Milos ever needed to worry about was his midsection. Always ripped in that aspect. Samson might need to get somebody's advice that actually had to work on his abs. I think Milos was just born with those slabs. Was he not? Maybe. Nick Walker, he has the abs of a guy from 300. The movie. He looks exactly like one of those guys from 300. He should have been on 300. He was too young. Nick, is he winning this one? Is the back condition enough to beat Samson Dauda? Samson Dauda, he is a handful. And it is not written in stone that Nick Walker is going to stroll into the Olympia and bump, like the old bump game on Price is Right, the bump, and bump Samson out of that top 3. I don't know if it's going to be that situation or not. Could Samson Dauda get into the top 2? Well, I don't know. I think it's going to be one heck of a matchup. It's going to be one heck of an interesting contest this year at the Olympia. Not only for 1 and 2, but for 3 and 4, and even 2 and 3. Things of that nature. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Oh, I'll give it to Nick. But man, oh man, I like Samson. I like him a lot. But I just think if it's that close, they're going to go with the guy that has the better condition from behind. I think. And if Samson, he really watches the midsection, he can get an edge on Nick. But I seen a couple of shots where Nick, he really holds tight in this midsection. So he's good. He's very, very good. Hit thumbs up. You guys are good too. Love you guys. Without you guys, this channel would not exist. But we don't need to get there. Wait till I get 100,000, and maybe we'll talk. Have a great one, guys. Oh, and there's Goat Fitness, Project Bodybuilding, Jake's Ultimate Fitness. Can't forget about those guys. Have a good one.